Hi everyone, welcome to this video. I am Jess, and in today's reading we'll be taking a look at what you need to hear right now. So in this reading we'll be taking a look at what you need to hear right now. As you already heard, whatever that may be, there is not going to be like a big explanation about what we're going to look at, like, because all of the readings are going to be different, I'd say. So with that being said, let's now take a closer look at the four groups in front of us. So for group 1, we have hematite. For group 2, we have rose quartz. For group 3, we have the amethyst. And for group 4, we have clear quartz. If you need a moment to find out which group is calling out to you, you can pause the video right now. And when you're ready, you can click on the timestamp in the description box down below to fast forward to your reading. Feel free to choose more than one group if you feel called to do so. See you in your reading. Hi group 1, welcome to this reading and thank you so much for being here. So this is going to be all about what you need to hear right now. It's going to be different from the readings I've been doing before, but I don't even know why I mentioned that. I'm just gonna put your put your crystal here, although it's not really your crystal, but you chose this crystal, and that's where I'm just gonna put that here. And first off, I'm gonna go look at your energy to kind of understand where you're coming from, sort of. I don't know. So excuse me. First we have the Angel of Love. This is supposed to be first. It was number 49. And Pixie Helpers and Green Adventuring. Not all wanderers are lost. Clearing the way, luck, opportunity. I feel like you're trying to focus right now on first of making sure that you are giving yourself enough attention and enough love, self-love, specifically because you may have like a certain goal that you want to reach, and that's not really about, like, it's not about having a specific goal. It's more about in order to be able to love and receive love respectfully and in a in a healthy way, we need to also learn how to love ourselves. And I feel like you've been clearing away some, not necessarily that you're still like in this energy, but recently what you've gotten rid of are like people that are not supporting you, people that are not giving you what you desire or what you need in a relationship. This could be even specifically talking about one person. Like maybe you had a relationship but you had to you had to break up because it was not really going in a way that you wanted it to. Like maybe you either started recognizing yourself like, wait, what the heck am I doing? Like I don't feel happy at all with this relationship. Like, yeah, I love this person, but for what risk? Like, you're putting so much of yourself in a relationship that you're not even recognizing who you are as a person anymore, as if you are only meant to serve and not meant to receive as well, if that makes any sense. And I feel like you've been starting to take care of that recently, and you've been doing a really great job. And you've also been noticing how things around you started shifting in some way. I just heard that, so could be significant. But what I actually wanted to say is that you are not in a mood to give yourself to anyone right now, kind of. Not because you are not worthy of love, or worthy of romantic, or could even be platonic love, doesn't matter. But you feel like, it feels like you are on a way to certainty with yourself, and through that you're able to see what is right for you, is kind of what I'm getting. um you could also be like um like changing a connection that you have had from the past, in a more in a way that is more aligned with who you are, and just how you view the world, and how you view yourself, and what you desire. um and I feel like you've just started to like this is saying, clear away. um it's not even clutter, but it's like what you are noticing, what is in front of you that may be blocking your way to the best kind of love that you can give yourself and others. Whatever comes in the way, you take care of that immediately, because you just cannot in some kind of way ignore. It's like you're seeing things from what has been happening before, and you're seeing them being repeated again. And if that is the case, then you of course want to make sure that that's not going to happen. And with that, I saw 555 on the timing. All right. So now I'm gonna. I have two tarot cards to see um, how you are handling this, or how you are coping with this, whatever is going on. So we have the Six of Cups, and we have the Four of Cups. As I said before, like there is definitely like a part of you that either you are just not interested in love anymore, or you're just not interested in the way in what you have had before. It could honestly even be that there are some good options in front of you, or they may seem good, or you yeah, memories past. I think that you're confusing some things, that what is happening right now that is not necessarily connected with what has been happening. Like, let's just say someone has been kind to you before, but then it turned out that they were actually talking about you behind their back, or something behind your back. Um, and now you think, or now someone may think like, oh, you cannot really expect kindness from people anymore because they will lie anyway. So if you see someone new, this is just a hypothetical example. It's not literally you. I mean, you could resonate with that, but that's not what I'm trying to. Um, it could, but that's not what my point. My point is um, that you may see um, something in a situation or in a person where you think that, oh, I recognize something from what has happened before. Like, this is a bad sign. Like, I should like distance myself from this person, or I should distance myself from these kind of people, because they will not, accept me anyways, or they're just the same kind of people. Um, I feel like you're just trying to protect yourself, honestly, um, and look, because you know that you deserve something better, but the thing is, you don't know exactly what better is. um, and what I mean with that is that there could be so much out there waiting for you, but because you have never really experienced it like that, of course you're gonna think of things that you have experienced, or something that could be a little bit better. If honestly, it could be not just a little bit better, but a lot better. Like, I don't even know what I'm trying to say anymore, but what what I know is that the way you're kind of right now looking at it is maybe um, only looking back right now at your past when you feel like you need to see or need to um, shit, how is it called? Like you can somehow relate something from the here and now to what has happened in the past, like as if it is the same kind of thing, or as if it's going to happen, or as if it's not, I don't know, like as if things cannot really change and things will always be repeated in some kind of way, which is not true, because I mean, I do understand, like maybe you're even trying to look at your life in a way that is more aligned with, or you may look at your past thinking that it was actually pretty beautiful, or that you just feel nostalgic, and when it feels nostalgic, you're like, wait, but this is what I was used to when I was growing up. Like when I was a kid, I didn't know anything, especially about the people I was surrounding myself with, or I was, because if it's our family, then we were kind of forced to do that, right? Because family, such amazing things, but not everything is going to be just like how you experienced it. It can be in a way that that actually is beneficial for both you and the other person, or you and the other thing or situation. Like it's not going to be, oh, it looks the same like what I've known before, so this person is pretty charming, and then I can bet that they're very self righteous, or they're very confident, so they will most likely play with other people's feelings, because that's just what people with confidence do. And that's not really the case. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say, because what has happened before is not necessarily going to be a spoiler for what is to come, because everything can happen, but we need to make the necessary um, changes, alignments, and declutter our life to see what fits and what is not fitting. But I think, like, because of the memories, because of the past, I think that this has influenced you, or not influenced, but it has made you think that things will always be like this, because that's just normal, and it's not. I don't know what this situation is or was, um, but you're on a good way up, and um, you don't need to try and prove yourself something about yourself or something like that. Um, it's like you're trying to look for flaws where you don't really understand what actual flaws are, if that makes sense. It's like, you see like a beginning of a pattern, but you don't know where this pattern is pretty much leading to. Like you start to sense that something is off, or something is just weird. But sometimes when it's very, very loud, it's not even our intuition, it actually is our fear, because um, our mind screams and intuition whispers. And if you are experiencing that things are just starting to really get chaotic in your head, then it's not your intuition. It's actually your mind kind of messing with you, because that's most likely what you are used to. All right, so now we're going to take a look at what you can do. No, wait, what you need to hear or know right now. Let's see if I have enough space for that. And we have serenity, slowing down, stillness, silence. And first quarter moon in Sagittarius, so you could be a Sagittarius or water sign. Water, water sign. I just heard Virgo. Believe in your good luck. One second. Much better. It was getting a little bit too full. Or, what am I doing? I'm so sorry that you have to see me struggle with my perfectionism problems. Struggles. All right. I'm sorry, but you're just gonna have to deal with that because that's just how I am, and and I can't change that. Okay. So what you need to hear right now, slowing down, stillness and silence with serenity, believe in your good luck. So as I said before, like you could, be feeling as if things are just not in your favor, or things will never really change, or that you believe that weird or bad, or not bad people, but not very healthy or aligned people, or heal people will come across your path and just burden you because they have nothing else to do. I mean, there are people, all right, and there are people. They're so stupid. They're so stupid, and they don't even realize it. But that doesn't mean that you have to always meet those people. I mean, especially since you have learned your lesson, right? Like, why torture yourself more and by thinking that things will always be the same when you can actually believe, or try to make yourself believe by telling yourself, or telling your mind to shut up and believe, like, why will something bad happen to me if I'm a good person? Why will that happen? I can't achieve anything, and I don't need to be so harsh toward myself. It says believe in your own good luck, and you have good luck, and you are supported. And I think that the thing that you can do for yourself right now, and that Spirit wants you to know, whatever you believe in, whatever source of unconditional love you believe in, that your mind is going too fast. It's too chaotic. And you're blaming yourself for it when you are not to blame. I mean, that doesn't mean that it's an excuse, just because actions have reasons doesn't mean that they should be excuses. But you have done a lot of healing, and you're still doing a lot of healing. So be kind to yourself. Like, you don't need to grow up and be strong in like one single day. Like, that certainly is something. I feel everything is possible, but we also need some time and space. Like, come on, we are not we are human, if I'm being honest. Or well, I'm always honest. I do not have the capacity to lie for some kind of reason. But what I mean is, you can give yourself permission to feel light sometimes, to just be kind to yourself. Like, you're torturing yourself to be kind to yourself, or to get something, or to make yourself something believe. I feel like this has a lot to do with some healing things. What you need to know is that you're completely okay, and there's nothing about you that needs to change or that needs to be better. Like, you are already enough in this very moment. I'm so hungry. Okay, I don't know why I said that. But you need to know that Spirit is telling you to, like, slow down. You are going so fast. Like, we're not even catching up with whatever's happening. To just meditate, to just try and meditate. Meditation can be anything, as long as it is in stillness, and like stillness, like in your mind, like just letting your honestly, even wandering off in your mind, like just going to fantasies, that could also be meditation, because just look into what it could be like, or just watch. I I wanted to mention someone's channel, but that's actually not necessarily about meditation, so I'm just gonna just forget what I said. Try to figure out what is a good way of meditation for you. Walking in nature, where you can only hear birds. I forgot the word. Like you hear birds chirping, right? Or you just hear animals, or you just hear nature around you, the wind, or just sit on your couch and just close your eyes or something. I'm not a meditation expert, so I'm just giving a few examples of what meditation can be, and it can be many forms. Can even be cooking for some of you. It's just trying to distract your mind and just doing something relaxing, kind of, without much, without doing much in your mind, without needing to think too much about something. Whew, all right. So now we're going to take a little bit of a look. We're going to take a look at two. That was a car. At two tarot cards. What you can do for yourself right now. So first we have the Seven of Pentacles. This is, by the way, a gorgeous deck. This is new, and it's German. I tried to look up the English version, but there is no English version, so I just got it in German. I can't speak German, so it's nothing wrong. And Nine of Wands. I'm actually getting the message, like, if you actually tried or wanted to go camping, or just go and have some vacation or something like that, then you could go and do that, because maybe that will be very healing. My heater is making a lot of sounds. Seven of Pentacles and Nine of Wands. Okay, so what you can do for yourself is actually be, well, it's easy to just say, like, be patient and shit like that. But what I can say for certain is that when you are kind to yourself and let just things go in the way that they need to go, not try to control anything, know that whatever you have done is already enough, and that you are most likely that you have already done the biggest part of what you needed to do. Get rid of the people or things that were not aligned with you. And now the only thing that you can do is, even if it may be that some people are still trying to communicate with you and just try to get to you, or you're still kind of sensitive to what has happened, or you just feel like you really need some healing, you really need some rest, like, don't worry. With the Nine of Wands, we are almost at the 10. We are almost done with this. We are almost going to celebrate our victory, and have right now maybe in a state of surviving. And I get that this is really annoying, and especially with the Seven of Pentacles, about patience, because you have done the work, and now all you can do is kind of just let things go the way they need to go, and just hold on, actually, because the message here is, like, it will almost be over as long as we are patient and do not force ourselves to be too fast, too strong, too much this, too much that. We are just living beings here on earth, trying to make the most of it. You do not need to burden yourself any more than you already have. All right, so before I'm going to end this reading, or before, yeah, I'm just going to take a few tea leaf fortune cards, and also a few fortune cookie cards, and one postcard from Spirit. And this will be some last messages from Spirit about what is either to come or what they want you to know. So, by the way, this deck is actually a lot bigger, and I personally looked at every single card to see what is something that is necessary to know and what is not. So things about bad fortune and shit like that, I don't believe in that, so I'm not gonna have that in my readings. All right, so some last messages from Spirit. We have Bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. We already had that with the Knight of Wands. Like, you can be sure that it will be okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Then we have, these are a lot. Dog, close up. Pleasure with a close friend. Okay. So maybe you'll be hanging out with a close friend. Maybe you even had a discussion or a heated discussion with a friend. So maybe hanging out with them and talking about that could be nice or something, or good fortune. And I just said like bad fortune and whatever does. I don't believe in that. That doesn't exist. The universe is always with us. All right. And then we have woman, dealings or a relationship with a woman. And we already have the angel of love, and it's a female creature or a female protagonist. I actually want to see if there's anything more. Oh, we have money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. I just heard a lot of like, oh, not that. Like, I'm not even looking for money or something like that. I just heard that. So for some of you, like, maybe this talks about just abundance in general. For the others, it could, of course, be about money because I'm not complaining. And then we have basket with recognition, reward for merit. And we have dog, protection from a powerful friend. So again, dog. And we have diamond. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. And I'll be damned, this has to be receiving a gift. So then, okay. Oh, wait. Oh, some last messages for group 1. Wow, they're taking long. Oh, there we go. And we have planning. Oh. Now is the time to lay down the foundations for your future. Financial gains are more than likely. We already have money path. You, by the way, don't necessarily need to plan, but maybe this is talking about spirit. Spirit is planning something for you. Maybe that, like, you need to take a break. That's for sure. Then we have achievement. Enjoy the limelight you've earned. Enjoy the limelight. You've earned it, although on the family front, someone's health could cause some secret worries or sleepless nights. So maybe someone is not going to be happy with this, because I don't necessarily see this like literal family. This could be just people that you've met on your soul journey. And then we have sunshine. The sun is shining on you. Career and business growth, fabulous communication in relationships. And I'm now laying it up like with the dog closed. So maybe if you had like a heated conversation, like maybe, nice communication, that will be really awesome. And we have positive work outcomes. Consistent efforts will bring rewards, and a major purchase is worth making as long as it serves you and you. All right. And now I'm just gonna take these postcards from Spirit and let's see what big ass message Spirit wants to give you before you're gonna enjoy the rest of your day or watch another tarot reading, because come on, we all do it, right? You don't see it. Is that okay? The light was just so bright. Okay. I'm here shining bright like a diamond from Rihanna. No, that's too much. Sorry. I want one. I want one, please. Ah, there we go. I just heard charity. 1 second. And we have this beautiful pinkish card. I adore that color. It's just so soothing. You are magic. And we have dearest you. We know everything in the universe is perfect, even in its flaws, and we view the creations of spirit in total awe. All is unique, yet part of a unity of existence, but the human experience is a little different from ours. You tend to have a specific standard for what you consider ideal. Oh my god, Four of Cups. Sorry. And this isn't serving you right now. So forget your idea of perfection and see through our eyes, allowing things to be as they are. I've been picking up on that. Sorry. I'm just adoring my own talents, I guess. Sorry. So forget your idea of perfection and see through our eyes, allowing things to be as they are without judgment. Don't wait until a perfect moment or mood to start something. Instead, enter life with all its flawsomeness. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. Let others be who they are too, imperfect and human, complex or simple. It doesn't matter, for there is always something to discover, experience, and love. When you drop the need for an ideal, you uncover the real treasure, which will be far more interesting and valuable, loving you like crazy. Okay, I'm just gonna put this leg here. Maybe you want to screenshot it because it's a really beautiful message. All right. So, group 1, I think I'm going to end your reading here. Thank you so much for watching and letting me do this reading for you. I hope this resonated in any way, and I hope you I hope you have an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening whenever you are watching, and I hope you come back in one of my next readings. So thank you so much for watching. Hi, group 2, welcome to this reading, and thank you so much for being here. So this is going to be all about what you need to hear right now. So just I'm struggling already. I'm gonna go take a look at your energy, then I'll take a look at how you're handling that and what you need to know, and you'll see eventually what we're gonna do. It's just advice and what is happening here? Weird corner. So first I'm gonna look at your energy to see where you're kind of at right now, and then I'll be able to understand and help you, hopefully, and maybe there's something you need to hear about that. So let's see, is this in all right? Oh, okay. So for the first, we have community with number 7, and we have fulgurite, don't know if I said that correctly, and rose bay willow herb, regeneration, acceleration, change, shamanic wisdom. Ooh, I'm feeling tower energy a little bit from this, but just a little bit. Okay, so it seems like either you're right now celebrating something or you're almost gonna celebrate something. There is definitely an energy about something coming and you being excited for that, or it's talking about it's either something that you already have or something that you're already in, with people that really support you. It could also be a group project, or even a trip with friends or loved ones, whoever they may be. But it could also be that if you're right now not in like bigger connections, I just saw 333. I think that number stands for creativity, but I'm not sure. So if you want to know more, that was firework outside. Okay. So as I was saying before, this could be a group project or you meeting like-minded people. But this is mostly the energy that you're in right now or something like that. So either you're preparing unconsciously or subconsciously for something to change. Either you already have a group of friends and through that something is going to change with your group of friends or with your relationships with people. I think that's specifically, or more likely, this is talking, most likely this is more talking about, so you're either already in some sort of group setting or you're preparing for that. I just smelled something familiar that I don't have in my house. Um, it could be that you're also um, reuniting or uniting with new or older people, or not necessarily older, but past connections or people that you have known. Um, because if this is not happening yet, then it will definitely happen very soon, like really, really soon. Like it has already happened kind of soon. Um, or some sort of different way of, there's a change when it comes to your community in some way. Something will either be, well, not, no, okay, it's not about something being revealed, it's about something being, um, Eight of Wands energies, like things are going at a really fast pace. Things are, I think that even like friendships or relationships or connections that you've had with people that you have known, if the other things did not resonate, like with you being in a huge group or celebrating, then I think that's something with uh, like not lost friend, but like someone from the past, a friend from the past, or someone you used to be friends with, is going to be um, either you're going to have communication or contact with this person again, or you're going to have some contact with new people in your life very soon. In a way that you're already feeling the change, because if some things are just a little bit chaotic or a little bit unsure or just a little bit weird right now, then that could be a huge indicator of something changing, because your subconscious, your inner world, like your higher self, and you as a person, you're preparing for it in some kind of way, because you are feeling the change. So you're also recognizing that other things will also change, people around you or their mindset, or um, you will just be completely surprised with things that are somehow different in the way that you live or the people around you, or um, the circumstances, or even um, external world, like even you know living settings or nature, or something's gonna change. Whew. um and I feel like either you're talking about this with someone you know, or you're um just going over things that maybe you are even planning this change, maybe you're even preparing for it consciously. um so yeah, so now I'm just gonna go take a look at how you are handling slash coping with this situation, how you are kind of feeling about this all, or how you're expressing yourself. So first we have the Page of Cups, and we have the, oof, crap, is this, so I just looked through the book, and it says the messenger is the page. So we have the Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. So this is interesting. So I feel like you are, like for most of you, you are very aware of the things that are happening around you. For some of you, you may be even changing locations, and you may even like starting to create new connections, or start new connections with other people that are living there. But that's just a very specific message for some of you. But the Page of Cups is all possibly about surprises. Page of Pentacles reminds me of like an upgrade. So, oh, I just saw 1111 on the timing. So this is definitely a good sign. Like whatever you're planning is going to work out in your favor. Whatever you're like, you're viewing this and you're standing in a position where you're saying like, I'm ready for the opportunity. I'm ready for not even the challenge, but more of the opportunity. You feel like this is not a challenge. I want to do it. And if I want to do it, then it's not a challenge. I don't even know where that came from. So maybe that's specific and I'm saying things that I'm not supposed to know, but that happens when I'm channeling. Sorry. Um, you're looking at whatever is happening in your current energy and the things around you. You're looking at it like you're interested and you're very involved in what is happening. And you would even, like, others are supporting you, most likely. If not, then I'm not sure if this is, I don't know, with the community here, I just feel like it's the right community. And if not, then that's going to change and people are going to be more kind to you, or there are going to be different people who will show you compassion and kindness and will be of service with whatever you're trying to manifest into your life. I felt called to say manifest, if that, I don't know. There's just definitely an upgrade. I think that that you are just going to go for something bigger than what you're used to, and you're excited for it. And the people around you are supporting you so much, like it feels like you are all working together to get where you want to be. Or I don't know, like maybe you won the lottery. I don't know. Um, but this is kind of how I'm seeing it, like you are excited for it and you are prepared and, well, not even necessarily prepared, but you are preparing in your way. Like you are maybe not used to whatever is in front of you or what is going to show up in your life, but you're open and you're saying yes to the opportunities, and that's really good. So now I'm just gonna go take a look, or we're gonna take a look actually, about what you need to know or hear right now. So, the main theme of this reading. And we have vulnerability with showing up, honesty and communion with number 23. And we have trust all will be well with new moon in Virgo. So my heater, sorry for the sound in the background. So also I'm hearing the word compassion. So is either a community of friends or a specific friend that is going to help you. What you need to know, what you need to hear right now is that people are there for you. I want to show up for you in the greatest way possible. Excuse me. That happens sometimes. We just yawn sometimes. That just happens. And we have trust all will be well. So I think this is already what you're doing. I think this is just trying to confirm, like, keep doing what you're doing, because you are right now spreading so much love into the world and spreading so much. You're right now in a position where, like, I am young. If that doesn't resonate, then your spirit is very young. I am strong. I am cooperative. I am willing to do whatever it takes, and I feel ready. And you're not gonna let something that, like, if one thing goes in a different direction, doesn't mean that it's gonna all fall down. And this is something that is not always easy to understand for many people. So with new moon, we have a new beginning, definitely. So in Virgo, we have an earth sign, and I feel, well, I'm not familiar with Virgos. With astrology, so I'm not gonna be like explaining what Virgo means right now. But what I can say is that there is a new beginning, and it's gonna be very official and very out for the world to see, because we have the earth energy both here and here, and we also have roses in the background. And so much nature here, so I feel like it's very grounded and very solid, and also very emotionally satisfying, and just something that is better than you have actually expected because of the Page of Cups here. It's just something surprising. Like maybe you don't even know what is coming to you, but you're just excited for it, and you're just like opening your arms and like, come here, I'm ready. Like I don't even know what it is, but I'm ready. I think it feels good, and I think it's just something that makes you feel like you're just trusting yourself, and through that you're really opening a lot of doors for yourself. So really, really, like, wow, you're doing a really great job. Whew. What you need to know: new beginning. You're just at the beginning of this, and Spirit is saying, as long as you're cooperative, as long as you are honest with yourself about what you want and how you're going to react. This could even be an offer coming in for some of you, like a love offer that is actually very stable and very grounding, but very not sure about where it's going to go in the future, kind of thing. If that is the case, then this has a lot to do with showing up, honesty, communion, about being there for one another and showing up in the best way possible. So it could also be talking about a shift in the kind of relationship you have with other people. But the other thing, like, take whatever resonates. If something resonates and you're like, hey, that sounds like my situation, then that's probably your situation. So now we are just looking at what you can do for yourself right now. And I shuffled 2 tarot cards to to explain what you can do for yourself right now. So let's just take a look at them. And we have, by the way, this is a German deck. I tried to look it up in English, but it doesn't exist, at least not where I live. And I speak German, but it says the Hierophant and the 1, 2, 3, 5 of Swords. Oh, there was a 5 underneath. Okay. Again, about this honesty is coming through. There will be a change, and some people are not going to be I don't necessarily feel like people will be weird or people will be acting in a way that is disrespectful, but I think that sometimes our mind can create more drama than it actually is necessary. So we think that something is happening or something unfair just did happen. Not necessarily that this is talking about that, but I got distracted for a second. I feel like whatever you need to know is that if you're being honest with yourself and keep going for what you go for, maybe even listen to someone's advice. I think that someone's advice will actually do you or help you in a lot of ways. Spirit is reminding me of myself, and I'm like, oh, thank you, but that's not what I'm here to do. I'm just here to, I don't know, do something with my life. Let's just forget I said anything. But either you will be having some miscommunication with someone. But what you need to know is that if things are happening outside of your control, you have a way of reacting to it yourself. Like, you don't need to create or react in a way that could be not very beneficial for how you want things to go. I think there's also a message to slow down a little bit, in a way of, let's see. Oh, okay. I'm being reminded, I just heard from spirit, like you may be promising or trying. Look how these two look so alike. Sorry. You may be trying to fulfill everyone's desires, um, or you're saying, or you're, for some of you, it could be that you're like making promises, or that you're like telling them like it will be fine, like I will be there for you, or when you literally have your own shit going on. So don't make promises to people or even to yourself about doing something, because it may end up in well, I think it's more about heated discussions with yourself, about being disappointed in yourself, that like I think it can become a little bit easy for you though sometimes. It depends on how your mood is or how your energy is in general. Normally you are just very patient and open and just going with the flow, but if you are not taking care of your own needs, then it may get a little bit out of hand, and you may feel like it's either your own fault, or that you may even feel like you may even think that other people are to blame for what has happened, when no one actually is to blame. um if I'm being completely honest. But this can mostly talk about like what you should um 3 4 okay, what you can do for yourself is make like some sort of, not a plan, but you know yourself the best. And when you're not feeling the best, you may not feel like doing as much as you have promised to do. And to it's kind of the advice um to take your own words seriously, um and know what you are telling others, and also what others are telling you. And that if people are also acting in a way that is out of line, that you can, and that you do have the power to tell them to shut the fuck up and get out of your zone, because you do not need to deal with that bullshit, with peace and love toward the other person. But um, we're gonna be respectful toward another. So be kind to yourself, and be very clear with your standards. I think that that's the case, because if not, then it could be that a lot of miscommunications may happen, and I don't think that you're in a mood for that. I don't think that anyone is in a mood for that. Okay, so now we'll take a look at some last messages from Spirit, and I'm going to use this tea leaf fortune deck. Just going to explain real quick. These cards actually, this deck actually is a lot bigger, like really a lot of cards, but I personally have gone through every single card to see what could help me or someone else. And if it's gonna say like, oh, you have bad fortune, it's like, that's just not gonna help me with anything. So I'm not gonna have that I'm not gonna use that in my readings, and I'm also not gonna use that for you, because that's just, I don't believe in bad luck. All right, so some last messages from Spirit, and I just heard maybe spirit guides, so specific spirit guides. So for the first, we have Horse with short journey. So I was picking up on, for some of you, it could be like a journey, like you may be traveling somewhere or something like that. Then we have Carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. So this is so cool. Like for many of you, it can be a journey, or it's just, you know, physical or mental. So this can be whatever kind of journey. Dogs, getting together with friends, and we literally have the community card here, so I love that. And we have boat, also reminds me of traveling. Money or property through an inheritance, winning, or windfall. Didn't I say like for some of you you could like have won the lottery or something? Well, you know, it's a possibility, not a huge one, but it also it's just a possibility. But boat reminds me of traveling as well, so traveling could be happening for you either soon or not so soon, I don't know. Or it's just, you know, as I said before, talking about traveling, like a change in general, or a journey in general, or you're experiencing your life for the first time. Don't know why I had to say that, but, you know. Then we have key, successful outcome to your problems. So there we have it. Reminds me of the Hierophant here. Harp, great happiness. And let's see, one or two more cards. I just saw 27. Oh, all right, let's just get to the next cards that fell out. So first we have wind chimes. I don't know how to pronounce that. Peace and harmony. Just called chimes. I think it's chimes. Throne, position of authority. I already got that energy with the feeling that there's some project or something going on. And we have ladder, climbing towards success. Before I'm gonna end the reading though, I'm gonna just shuffle this little deck of fortune cookie cards. They're not literally fortune cookie cards, but the deck is called like that. And yeah, and then we'll look at one more postcard from Spirit, a message from Spirit to you, or whatever loving source you believe in. All right, some last messages from Spirit, and we have tough and trying times. Tough times ahead. Think long term and make decisions accordingly. Avoid negative people at all costs. I already got that energy. Like, it's not like it's gonna be a really bad time, but it's more like in order to not have things get out of hand, you need to think in a way that is, you know, not gonna hurt or burden anyone, or not hurt anyone nor yourself. Just, I don't know. Then we have intuition. Trust your intuition. It's a great time to learn a new skill, change careers, or invest money. Well, that can also be a message here, but trust your intuition. I mean, change. We already know that something is going to change here. Okay, and we have care required. Guard yourself against deception and be careful of making foolish mistakes at this time. So this could be, you know, for some of you. Just know that this is a general reading. Like, it's not like bad things are going to happen to you. Just be, you know, just be careful in general with you know, what is happening right now in your life. Because it could also be that some people are jealous of you. And then we have friendship, friendship. Okay, a friend needs your help, your kindness, and excellent counseling skills will put them back on track. This reminds me of the Hierophant, so that's kind of interesting. And we also have love. Love is in the air, a great time for commitment and taking relationships to the next level. So for some of you, one or two messages resonate, like these little thingy messages, and for some of you, none of them resonate or whatever. You don't need to take them very seriously. They're just little messages. They're not, you know, they're not going to ruin our future, or we have control over it, not these little cards. More about that I will not say. Okay, and one message from Spirit, and we have celebrate life, and celebration, like a party could be happening. I don't know. Ooh, okay, dare you. Uncertainty, I love this color. Uncertainty is the new normal for the whole world. Things are changing at a rapid pace. Ugh! I'm messing things up, but I don't care. I'm messing things up, but I don't care. Just gotta deal with it, sorry. Acceleration, change, regeneration. Sorry, needed to do that. Okay. Things are changing at a rapid pace, and the old ways we once trusted are no longer reliable. But leaving the familiar behind can be a good thing. When you are pushed to step into the unknown, you are pulled forward into discovering new possibilities that have been hidden in plain sight. Check in with your higher power. Your soul knows better than your small self. Have faith in the support of a higher power and the infinite potential for your life right now. The advice we have for you is this: try something new, do something different. You won't know how it feels, what it looks like, or what the outcome will be if you do not take that first step into the unknown and experience the unfamiliarity. Oh gosh, okay. You'll be so glad you did, because the treasure will appear. We're so proud of you for being brave. You are so loved and so supported. I made a mess out of this, and I don't care, because I felt like I just needed to, make sure that the message is being repeated. So just, wanting you to know. All right, so group 2, I think I'm going to end your reading here. Thank you so much for watching and letting me read for you. I hope this resonated in any way. I hope you have an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening whenever you're watching, and I hope you come back in one of my next readings. So thanks for watching. Hi group 3, welcome to this reading, and thank you so much for being here. So this is going to be all about what you need to hear right now. So I'm going to go start with 2 cards that are supposed to represent your energy right now. And then we'll move on with some other cards that are going to explain some more. But first, excuse me, I was burping because that happens sometimes. So for the first, we have number 44 with woman holding a heart. This does not mean that you need to be a woman. This is just a feminine energy holding a heart. Feminine does not mean literal gender. All right. And we have obsidian and hellebore. Don't know if I said it right, but just have to deal with it. Shadow mirror. Deep healing, understanding. Seer. Okay. You may be taking apart some time. You may be taking some time apart, excuse me, for my lack of better wording. From like, you may be experiencing that you are wanting to have a relationship, but you feel drowned out in some way, or you feel like things are just not going in a way you want, because somehow external, at least that's what comes through, is that you believe that it is external. Circumstances are holding something, either you or someone else, back from either reaching out or doing something that could be beneficial for both of you. At least that's how it's coming through, is the energy. I think the reason why you are maybe apart from someone is that in order to well, I feel like you're right now in a period of intense transformation, and this is really hard. And some people may call you dramatic, some people may call you this and that, and say that you're maybe toxic, which is not true. Or You know, we may all be acting toxic, and we just want to say, like, but that's just because of this and this and this, and, you know, or I didn't know any better back then. I don't even know why I said that, but I feel like this is talking about a part of you that you might have tried to hide away from people, and now it's coming above the surface, and especially toward yourself, because you feel like your heart is breaking, though maybe nothing is happening, and you don't even know why it is happening or what is happening. I just saw 333. Creativity could be, or you could be seeing that number a lot. The thing is, what you're right now going through is not something that is external. It actually is internal. And the things externally are just a mirror, are just showing you what is not dealt with yet, or what is not healed yet in your life. Okay, sorry. And this is hard. And it may especially be hard to try to get out of, or to feel like you need to get out of something, or you feel like you're desperate to finally have something different happening, except just this current burden bombing in some kind of way. And it may sometimes feel like sometimes you're like, I have full trust in whatever's happening for me, and other times you feel like it's upside down, and you feel like, is life against me or something like that, or is something, what did I do wrong, or just kind of, because this actually is a stone, but I'm seeing like, for me, I'm seeing like a woman who's like screaming and holding her hands or arms like up to her head, like as if her mind is making her feel insane or something like that. Which, insanity is just a topic that I'm not going to talk about. But what I can say, maybe you only have like one perspective of what you're looking at right now. And what I mean with that, with what you're looking at, one perspective that you are looking at right now, English. And that may come solely from your mind, from your head, and not from your heart space. Your heart knows so much more than our silly little brains do. And we tell ourselves that it is because we have done something wrong, or because we are not good enough, or that we are not worthy, because that's just what the mind does when it is first of not, it had first, it, if it is, if it has first of not learned healthy coping mechanisms or ways of dealing with something that is out of our control, or something that's happening that we are not necessarily agreeing with, or that we are not very fond of. And I'm just gonna say, this comes mostly from inside your mind, because our mind is very good at tricking us into thinking that it is from possibly even anybody else, but not from us. And this does not mean that you have to bully yourself, or tell yourself that you are doing a wrong or a bad job, because this is literally just what you have learned throughout your years. Like, there is no, I mean, our actions, sometimes we do not see exactly what our actions can do, and we lose touch with reality, or with ourselves, and are just focused on what the mind is trying to do with us. And mostly it's just blocking us from the real truth, because our mind is many times it is one of our biggest enemies, and it can create so much more hurt and confusion than a clear mindset will be something that is just peaceful. You're in the energy right now of um I feel like you are right now trying to either manifest in a person, a specific person, but what I was just seeing is that because you feel so, your energy right now feels a little bit like you feel helpless in some way. Um, and this may either draw very specific, not very mm, completely healthy people into your life, or if I'm being harsh, it could even be drawing toxic people into your life. And I'm not going to talk about the topic toxic because it's just unhealthy kind of ways of acting or being toward one another, even with yourself. It's not necessarily talking about someone being a bad person because good and bad, it's too many topics. Um, but through the energy of that you're in right now, it could be that you may be viewing it, or it could even be that you see your reality as if people are walking away from you. That's at least what I saw. So you feel like people are not paying you attention because they may say, or you think that they think about you, and in a way like as if you are just a drama person. um let's just get into how you are handling this situation right now. So we have, oh Lord, is this the world? So I don't know where the book is, but I'm pretty sure that this is the world. So we're just gonna roll with it, and let's just say that this is the world card because I'm pretty sure of it. And we have the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups is not reversed, so that's good. I think you're trying to, right now, because you may be becoming aware as well of, yeah, understanding of the things that you are doing that could be not aligned with you, or that could be feeling as if you are hurting yourself more than others are even hurting you, or whatever that means. And I think you are starting to grow, or are very aware of that these things are not forever. You do have the tendency though to be able to really go to many perspectives. Um, and that can be a positive thing, but it can also be a negative thing, or a more mm, a crucial thing to deal with, because if we are already very, you know, broad with our mind, we can really be creative, then we can also create some big ass burdens for ourselves, honestly. um but the energy that I'm getting is, although you feel all of these things and the energy is a little bit, how to call it, you're feeling yourself in an uncomfortable way, in some kind of way that I don't know how to explain, but you're starting to grow aware of things within you, and it is probably most likely very uncomfortable, but you're growing aware of them. You're very aware of them, and you know that, this too shall pass. Used quite often, but this will not stay forever. And what you're going through is internal healing right now, and you may feel more sensitive right now because within you things are just starting to grow more clear, and it's kind of like your conscious, so your mind is like trying to kind of get out of, you kind of um sneakily escape this realization. But you're doing a great job because you already know what is going on and you know yourself better than anyone else, right? But don't overthink too much about what you know and what you don't, because you're really burning yourself. Like I'm being like, keep being reminded of some things that are not feeling correct to me, so they're not right. So I feel like you have the tendency to really remind yourself over and over again, or be reminded through our way of surviving, our way of coping is getting chaotic and wanting to control everything possibly. And our mind is, your mind may be trying to like not necessarily manipulate the situation, but more like escape it. But if you take time for yourself to rest and to just sit with it, then your mind has no way of escaping it, and through that you can actually heal. So now we're going to see what you actually need to hear right now, and hear or know right now. So for the first, we have perspective, clarity, mindset, logic. And I love that this card is coming up, since I was just talking about, the fact that maybe you're just so focused on one perspective or one way of seeing things that it kind of traps you from being able to look in a way that helps you more than this never-ending burdening and burdens on your back. We also have first quarter moon in Scorpio, and we have release your blocks. So this is literally just confirming everything that I've just said. Be open to just let anything in, and know that if it's chaotic, if it's all over the place, it is most likely your mindset butting into the business, which it should not be a part of, it should be a part of your healing, where you can where you are able to be kind to yourself, especially with your mind. Spirit wants you to know, like what you need to know right now is that you're able to craft another perspective, to be able to look another direction. Also, we have number 27, number 7, number 44. Yeah. For the ones who maybe that is significant, like your age or your birthday, or I don't know. Releasing your blocks can also be like, your blocks can also be released, I just heard, by letting everything kind of out that is stirring, so it doesn't sit still in your mind. You know what I mean? So instead of keeping it all in, find some time and some place where you are either with a good friend or by yourself, and you can just call up everything that you are annoyed with, and then possibly your mind could be a little more still and be a little more peaceful, because you have just dropped the bomb on, I don't know. you just let it out, kind of. Holding back what you are feeling or what you're experiencing or what your mind is doing to you, like especially when it comes to your feelings, let yourself feel it. It may be very uncomfortable, it may be so freaking annoying, and it may hurt, but at least you're not going to carry it anymore and hurt yourself much more by hiding things from yourself. So I have shuffled 2 tarot cards beforehand. So, and this is talking about what you can do for yourself right now. So for the first card, we have the 4 of Pentacles. And the second card is the 10 of Cups. Oh, that's beautiful. I was literally just talking about, like, first off, we have release your blocks, and 4 of Pentacles literally talks about holding yourself back or not sharing something, or just being a little bit hesitant and feeling like you don't want to share something with someone. And this could also be talking about you just having like something good and you just want to have it for yourself because, yeah, that feels good. Maybe it's even talking about some jealousy issues when it comes to either your partner or the people you surround yourself with. I also want to let you know, for everyone, this is a German deck. I got it off Amazon, and I don't know if it's in English. I tried to look it up, but I didn't find it. So, unfortunately, otherwise I would have bought the English version. So, and we got 10 of Cups. Beauty and light waits for you and can be experienced if you let yourself open up to that experience, because right now you're closing off. You're trying to just move forward and like, or you have been trying to move forward in life by just, you know, having like that motto like, no one's gonna hurt me anymore, or I'm never gonna let anyone in anymore. Those things that honestly, it used to be really you know, tough and strong, like, yeah, that's how that's how we must think, or something like that, because that's just the only way that you survive. But now when many people listen to that, it's like, isn't that only trying to like push away your fears or your insecurities? Because if you're not wanting to be vulnerable, then, or not open to be vulnerable, then you can also not experience the beauty that is waiting for you outside, because you're just closing yourself up, honestly. And that's all that I also can say with these 2 cards. Like, the message is so clear. So now we're just gonna take a look at some tea leaf cards. I have personally chosen every single card that I want to use in my readings or someone else's reading, because there are like cards like bad fortune and lying and all that from a friend or whatever, and that's not really helping anyone, right? Like, it's only making us feel fearful, and I don't feel like that is necessary. Like, if we can focus on something, then don't focus on being cautious or paranoid, because that's just what will help you with the coping mechanism of being controlling or fearful of everything, because you just feel afraid that you're just afraid that someone is gonna, you know, hurt you or something, when it's not necessary. But so we have older woman, dealings or relationship with an older woman. So this can be either one of your parents, if they are a woman. I know, like, biologically you have a man and a woman, but you know, they're also like, for some of you, like, yeah, adoptive parents. I don't know how you say that, but I hope you know what I mean. So what does group 3 need to know from you? We have flowers, happiness. Well, look at that. And this card also talks about happiness, so it's gonna come for you, or come to you. Okay. And we have younger woman, dealings or relationship with a younger woman. So interestingly, the first 2 groups did not have anything about older, younger person, whatever. So this could be you, or this could be someone else in your life, or maybe your friends or the people you surround yourself with, something that's going to happen. You know what? I'm going to clarify the older woman. We have dog far away. A distant friend is thinking of you. So whether this is a friend or not, but an older woman is thinking of you. I don't know what it's talking about. Spirit does not want to say anything more. And younger woman. Oh. And we have horseshoe with good luck. So whatever resonates with that. Anything else for group 3? Okay, I'm not going to take these. I'll take this. All right, so we have rainbow. There is a rainbow too. LGBTQ plus. Hi. I really love them. I really love that. I really love people who embrace their true self. The most difficult part of a situation is over, and here we have it. Yes. Okay, just so you know, like, whatever happens, like, only beautiful things will come right now. We have grapes. Time to get out and have fun. If you want to, you can do whatever you want. Older man. Dealings or relationship with an older man. I'm going to clarify that one too. We have hammock with taking a vacation physically or mentally. I was talking about that, like, you know, some healing, some rest. And we have torch with spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. And now I'm going to clarify the older man. Okay, 2 cards came out, and we have happiness. We have happiness again. Happiness. We have twice happiness and harp. Great happiness. We have happiness twice. So I think there's going to be a lot of happiness, especially with dealing with an older man or something. So this could be someone, like, you know, who's older than you. Could even be younger, because honestly, it could, yeah, I don't know. It could be any man, because older can also just talk about, you know, their soul or something like that, you know. But specifically, it could be about happiness with an older man. And we have happiness. Like, I don't know. Like, this could be talking about anything. I don't even know why I'm shuffling the cards. I think that Spirit wants to say one thing more. And what is that? Okay. Last card, and we have Vine. Seek out information that will help you. So, that is with these. You have a lot of cards, by the way. Group 1 and Group 2 didn't have that many cards. All right, now we're going to take a look at the fortune cookie deck and see what it has to say. Anything else? If happiness comes out again, I'm going to be fine, but my mind, like, all right, we have planning. Oh, excuse me. With now is the time to lay down the foundations for your future. Financial gains are more than likely. Group 2 also had this. This does not mean that you literally have to plan something out. Like, maybe plan, or maybe this talks about, like, universe planning something for you, or maybe planning, like, to take some time apart, or just take some time for yourself. This does not mean that you have to, like, keep yourself busy or shit like that. That's just, no, that's not what I'm picking up on. It's also not what I'm picking up on. All right. We have society. Say yes to all the wonderful invitations coming your way. Excellent networking opportunities and new love interests for singles will be the result. Oh my gosh. Okay, so healing yourself will definitely bring in new people because they love your energy. I don't even know why I said that, but I guess it needed to be said. Okay, too many. Oh, we have future. You may travel or host an overseas traveler soon. Either way, great social fun awaits. So that's nice. And if you are not one for big groups, I just saw 27. If you're not one for great or big social gatherings, then this could be about, like, either with a specific person or with your friends or something like that, or even with yourself, like just having some fun with yourself in whatever way that may be. All right, and we have positive work. Positive work outcomes. Consistent efforts will bring rewards, and a major purchase is worth making. I want to shuffle. I just want to have one more card for you. And we have achievement. Enjoy the limelight. You've earned it. my throat. Enjoy the limelight. You've earned it, although on the family front, someone's health could cause some secret worries and sleepless night. People are going to be jealous. That's just how it is. And at the back of the deck, we have opportunities. And I did not do that for the other two groups. But an important offer will be made. To be prepared and dress to impress. You don't need to dress to impress. Dress if you want to dress, but we're, dress up. Okay, so before I'm gonna end the reading, I'm gonna go take one postcard from Spirit or shuffle the cards. So, like, Spirit, what is your message for group 3? Oh, there we go. And we have, with love, dearest you, we have a secret for you. The more you think you know, the less you actually do. So if you are willing to keep an open mind, you will avoid the narrow confines of the know-it-all and open up to the unlimited potential that can be discovered only by the curious optimist. I'm laughing, not because I'm making fun of you, but because I was literally talking about this the entire time, and I'm just happy that my skills are working. Curiosity allows you to discover new things, see the world from a different perspective. We literally have to literally have to card perspective. Okay, sorry. And find answers to questions you might not even know you have. Right now, whatever is going on, it's important to know that you are not aware of all the aspects of it. You need to see to make an informed choice. You might be projecting a story that isn't totally true. So moving forward, your mantra could be, I don't know, or that's interesting, as you keep your mind and heart open to new experiences and a richer existence overall. All of us over here want you to be all you can be. We are cheering for you. Can you hear us? And this is such a sweet and cool message, because this literally is talking about, or this literally is confirming everything that I've been talking about. I hope you are able to see that Spirit only wants the best for you. And that's all that I'll have to say. So group 3, I think I'm going to end your reading here. Thank you so much for watching and letting me do this reading for you. I hope this resonated in any way. I hope you have an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening whenever you are watching. And I hope you come back in one of my next readings. So thank you for watching. Hi group 4, welcome to this reading and thank you so much for being here. So this is going to be all about so this is going to be all about what do you need to hear right now. So before I don't have a tarot deck. So what I'm gonna do first, I'm already chaotic, I don't know why. First I'm gonna go look at your energy to see, well, probably chaotic, to see where you are at right now, like not in life, but like how you are doing and what is happening and what your energy is right now. So I just put the clear quartz in the corner, and now we're going to take a look at your cards. So first we have walking away with number 27, and then we have jade and pink lotus, sink into silence, reflection, and tranquility in reverse. All right. So what I think is that you are definitely questioning whether you should, it's not necessarily a thing where like, I know for certain that I want this, or I know for sure that this is the right decision. You might still be in, like, you are like questioning like if it's a right choice to walk away, to literally move on from something, or to do something that you like, you feel like, if I don't think about this in a right way, then maybe I will regret this. But your thoughts are so loud that you are not even thinking much more, you're just imagining actually. But enough of that, because, well, not enough of that, we'll come back to that later, I guess, maybe, if I remember it. Sorry. But I feel like you know what could be right for you, but you are doubting if this is the right choice to make. Although, if we're being honest, you already made the decision. You have already said something or done something that is not that you cannot really, it cannot really be like reversed. It cannot really um we cannot really turn back time and make or you know the thing is, you already made the decision. Because why do I think that? Because this woman, this person is already behind the gates. The gates are still open, so there is a possibility that you're either able to make things right again, or you're able to um gain a new perspective on something that has happened. But you cannot, it's like you're also turning your back from it, but you're still looking, um you're but you are looking back, like, have I, like, maybe you're questioning, have I made the right decision, like, have I done the right thing? um because the thing is, I think that you did, but right now you're questioning your own reflection and your own inner healing that you have done for a long time. Like, I think that people have just sort of just did not take you seriously and made you feel like you are not taken seriously, and through that, like, there's the possibility of, like, you have made the right decision, but because you were always reminded that in some way that you could also be wrong in a way, or that you could really lose a lot would if you would not back down. It's hard to explain, because you've done the right thing, but your mind is still coming back to what has happened, and you're not even reflecting anymore. You're overthinking right now the decision that you made. I think that is the case. And it's really, you've been guided by your intuition all the time, by the things that make you believe that life is good. If you really didn't believe in that, then would have you would not have been able to convince yourself that if you did this, then there will be a better life waiting for you. If you really thought that things were hopeless, then you would have stayed there, possibly, or you would not even have made the decision. Mm. The thing is, they didn't get the best of you. You have doubts, but you are not turning back, and you're doing a great job. So let's now take a look at how you're handling whatever's happening in your life right now. And we have the Craftsman of Air, and we have the Devil. Wait, it's the other way around. It's the Devil and the Craftsman of Air. So when I pulled this card, when I shuffled the deck and I pulled and this card fell out, I felt like there was too much of one thing happening, and I think this is going back to you overthinking something that you have done, and maybe even literally imagining in your head, like, what could also have been, like, what could I also have done instead of this. I think that there is low-key kind of regret in what you've done or what you've chosen. The Craftsman talks about I think the Crescent was the Queen of Swords in original tarot. Yeah, like focusing on your mind purely, not letting your emotions in. Um, you've done a lot of inner healing, and you've done a lot of reflection and a lot of thinking about what could be right, and then you chose it, and then you felt like, shit, have I done the wrong thing? You are doing the best that you can. Um, and I think that if there's one thing that's clear to you, you know that you are overthinking about this, but that doesn't stop you from overthinking. It could be that whatever they did to make you feel like you must remember what, or to make you remember or question your own decision, is more of a reflection of them as well. Why will they necessarily need to question you, or why will they necessarily need to say something or do something that will not actually even help you or your situation or this person? And this is I think that this is exactly what this person would have wanted to happen. I think that this person wanted you to get to this place. I just heard and even more. So they're not, I don't think they're totally satisfied. Maybe they're still like scratching the still visible wound. There are better ways to deal with this. There are better ways. They're like also looking away and not wanting to talk or think about this is also trying to distract yourself in a way like not at all. um you followed your gut, you followed what felt right, and now you're questioning it because someone was starting with some logical arguments, and you start to believe that because you are also a logical person in some way. But true wisdom does not come from the brain. True wisdom is something that is experienced beyond or senses. It is something that we just feel and know without even knowing why we know or feel it. It is intuition, and it is what we all feel. And not to get overly spiritual or whatever here, it's just the way it is. Like, you were following something that felt right to you, and whatever feels right is pretty much a lot of things that feel right are, you know, what is guided from within us, what is guiding us. Um, Intuition whispers, and fear and mindset and shit like that screams. I think you're letting yourself, I just heard, off the hook too easily. You should know that dealing in the way with this that you are doing right now is not going to help you reverse or reset what you've done, because it's already done and you need to know that. Um, but the way you're handling things, because this is the devil, and the devil can talk about many things, but the devil right now feels more like you are letting this fear take control over your life. Because if you were not, like, if you will not ignore this, then you will actually learn a lot more than you are right now, and you will achieve a lot more with your own, with yourself. I feel what is most necessary to know is, or to say right now, is like, you are doing the best that you can, but you are relying too much on something that is not serving you, and that is the mind and the mindset and outer perspectives that do not align with ours. If you are able to see that, then you are already a real big step. Then you're already taking a real big step forward. So now we're gonna go like what we're gonna go look into what do you need to hear or know right now. And the first card is abundance with gratitude, manifesting, and trust. Also the number 31. And we have first quarter moon in Cancer. So you could be a Cancer, someone else could be a Cancer, involved Cancer energy. Push through any insecurity, and that is so spot on. I was literally talking about that. I think that our fears can really get the best of us sometimes. It did not really get the best of you, but it is going that direction if you do not change your way of going through this. It can get into something really, really very like it can get into a really big struggle if you're not paying or giving a little bit more attention to your fears about this, or that you're feeling in general, because it's kind of taking over your life. And what you did was right, but looking back so much, like so much looking back all the time, like revisiting what has happened and cannot be changed anymore, in a way that's almost obsessive for some of you, can turn into something really nasty. So what do you need to know / hear right now? That first of, you've done the right things, and that has brought you so much closer to what you actually desire. But there's much more to it. You've done one thing, and that is taking action, and now there is more taking action needing to be done with your mindset and with the way that you are handling situations. Because if there will be an opportunity to try something again, or just try something new, then it's right there. And I think that spirit also wants you to know, like, you've done some really badass things. Like, you've really stood up for yourself. Like, spirit does not want to see you get back into your in the state that you used to be in, like, again, overthinking, mental fog, some things that are just creating so much chaos, pretty much, and it's not serving you in anything, with anything. 1, 2, 3, okay. You need to know that if you need help, you can also open up to that. You can ask for help from whoever that is. It can even be to, like, guides, or I mean, if you believe, or you know, in that you can ask for guidance no matter who you're asking, even if it's like praying in some way, or asking the universe for guidance, or for help, or for signs, or something like that. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here with what you need to hear. Like, I feel like you need to hear that things are really good right now, and the only thing that's stopping you from seeing that is your mindset. Maybe it's just time to say goodbye for real to some things or people that you that your life that you have not left in your mind, that are still kind of there that though these people or these whatever has happened is still very much alive and very much active in your mind. And I think that that is a thing that you can work on, or you could take a look at. So now we are taking a look at, I shuffled 2 tarot cards for you, and these are going to talk about, or not, they're not going to talk, but these are going to explain what you can do for yourself right now. Also, this is a German deck, and I could not find it anywhere in the English, in any English versions. So for now, it's just in German. Otherwise, I would have bought it in English, but I can talk German or speak in German, so I understand what it's saying. We have the 7 of Swords, and we have the Page of Wands. So, oh. I also heard the message, instead of looking too much at, or so much at what you've lost, look at what you have right now. I know it's not an easy message, especially for the ones who just don't align with that, but gratitude can be something. Like, what could you not live without that you have right now? I know it's hard for me myself to say, like, just be grateful, because that's just not how it works. But if there is something that you have in your life right now that supports you, and you will not even know how your life will be without them or that one thing, maybe that could, I don't know, bring some motivation for some of you. I mean, if that does not, then just ignore this, because gratitude, it has to come from the right place in some way. Like, we don't want to feel like we're lying to ourselves, right? So what can you do for yourself right now? So first off, do not lie. Do not lie to yourself. Do not lie to yourself, and be open for new possibilities, for new ways of looking at things, because I think that or for new opportunities in general in your life that may help you, like new hobbies, maybe, possibly, that could be different, but definitely have some kind of effect and make you want to live in a more truthful way toward yourself. If you're uncovering what is, or taking away what is covering your truth, you can experience so much more happiness and so much more peace and harmony in your life. That's all I'm going to say. So before I'm going to end this reading, I'm going to go take a few tea leaf fortune cards. I want to say, just like with the other groups, I personally chose which card I want to use in my readings and also other people's readings, because there are some cards that are like bad luck is coming, and like a friend is deceiving you, and those things are just not, like, I mean, the things could actually be happening, but I think it's a little bit dramatic and not necessary sometimes. So I'd rather have the more neutral and positive messages, because if we're able to focus on positivity, then, you know, that may help for some of us. So any message for group 4? Wow, okay. Dog far away, and we have a distant friend is thinking of you. All right. Then we have hammock with taking a vacation physically or mentally. Anything else? Okay, and we have bridge. Successfully overcoming a problem. So since this is also laying at lying right now here with the other 2 cards that are like push through any insecurity, insecurities. Yeah. I think this is going to be fine. Like, you will be able to do this. I hope that this reading has somehow made you understand why it's so important. Archway, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. Look at that. That's beautiful. All right, anything else for group 4? Okay. We have success. Oh, ain't that awesome? Okay. Okay, let's look at them. Wow, a lot. Okay. We have eagle, triumph over troubles, obstacles. Or triumph over troubles and obstacles. So it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be good. All right. And we have tower, solid foundation, success with effort. So these messages are pretty much explaining, like, it will be fine. Like, things are gonna be fine. Like, just take some time for yourself. Be honest with yourself. Be gentle with yourself, and it's gonna be fine. Box, you will receive a gift. Well, I love to hear that. Firecracker, excitement. So, and marriage. This does not necessarily have to be like literal marriage. This can be like just a contract or a promise or a plan, or I don't know. I feel like I want to like draw one more card or two. And we have I with psychic ability. Trust your intuition. See? Trust your intuition. Damn it. And then we have 4-leaf clover with great good fortune. So now I'm just gonna go take this fortune cookies deck. It's little cards with notes on it. It's not literal fortune cookies cards. But the deck is called that way. Okay. All right. So any message for group 4? And we have commitments. Literally, marriage is about commitment as well. A commitment is indicated around love or business. It will make you feel better. Well, that's specific. I hope it does make you feel better. And we have reinvent yourself. A transformation is taking place. Enjoy a new lease of life. And yeah, I was saying that before, so, or kind of. I hope you. Okay, this is too much. What? Oh, okay. Okay, we have planning. I think that every group got planning. Now is the time to lay down the foundations for your future. Financial gains are more than likely. This does not necessarily have to be about planning something or whatever. This can also be talking about like the universe planning something for you, or staying committed to your planning, or planning something for yourself, a nice trip or something, I don't know. Then we have assert yourself. Go for what you want. The time is right for soulmate connections. Birth of a child also likely. Oh, that could be significant. Difficult times. Be on your guard against chaos or unforeseen perils, or emotional upheavals are foretold. That's not necessarily going to be like difficult times. It's just going to say this is already has been happening, because the message that that has been coming through is that whatever has happened is the worst has already happened. Like, it's only gonna get better right now. I feel like yeah. Okay, romance. Love is set to sizzle. The chance for romance is high for those seeking a connection. So if you want a connection, then that's the case. And we have signs. Your future positive direction will reveal itself. Any doubts and confusions will soon disappear. So there we have it. Oh my lord. Okay. So before I'm going to end the reading, I'm going to go take these postcards to see or get any last message from Spirit. Right now, something fell down. Stay. Okay. All right, so message for group 4. You really need to be kinder with yourself, honestly. Okay. And oh, this is a beautiful one. Take flight with this bird here. I like that. Okay, there you. There is always more than one side to an argument. Two sides, if not more. To every story and hundreds of ways to be right, be different, be at odds, and so on. Today, we suggest that instead of looking for differences, you find a meeting place of agreement and approach this experience with understanding and compassion. Seek common ground to understand how another person thinks or how an alternative plan might be laid. Stay out of judgment too. Observe, discern, but accept that others have different stories, experiences, and journeys, and some people might refuse to remain open to another point of view. No matter what you've been presented with, a great opportunity to explore a new day of doing things once common ground is reached. That was a little bit of a, like, I kind of forgot my own, yeah, I kind of lost my, okay. You're attracting people and situations that enrich your life and bring you wonderful things to learn. We love you so much. So again, something about romance or connection, something like that could be significant. But group 4, I think I'm going to end your reading here. Thank you so much for watching and letting me read for you. I hope this resonated in any way. I hope you have an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening whenever you're watching. And I hope you come back in one of my next readings. So thank you for watching.